Hi, my name is Sasha. Welcome back to my channel, Sash Reads, and this is day 3 of the Because We Can Readathon challenge, which is the Les Miserables, I think, creative challenge, where we have to list the books that we would burn. Basically, books that we hate, books that we would never read again, books that we would never read, things like that. So without further ado, let's get started. I don't know authors. If I can remember, I'll say them. If not, I'm going to put the thingy here. Anyway, the picture of the cover so you can remember what not to read. I'm not even going to do a disclaimer because you should know by now these are my own opinions, and if you don't like them, then that's a you problem. Let's start off with the one you probably already know, Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings. I tried to read this with Meredith last year as our first collab, and I feel so bad that Meredith finished this book. She really wanted to DNF, but she's like, no, I'm gonna do it for Sasha. And then when I got to it, I'm like, nah, I don't want to finish this. Very toxic. And they just kept doing the same dumb things over and over and over again. Then Meredith told me the ending on like who he cheated on her with. And it was so stupid, like, it was so anticlimactic. Never going to read it again. Never going to pick up the other books in the series. I don't know why people think this is such a good series. I don't get it. Then we're going to talk about Damsel. I read this a couple of years ago on one of my booktube hiatuses. I think it was supposed to be like a feminist reimagining of Sleeping Beauty. This friggin' book. Every prince of this land needs to slay a dragon to rescue this princess and blah blah blah. Start off the POV of the dude, of the prince, and then after he slays the dragon, like you don't even see him slay the dragon though, then it's the POV of the princess who has no idea what's going on. She doesn't even remember being captured by a dragon. It's like she's been asleep this whole time, which, like, Sleeping Beauty. Anyway, it was... lots of weird stuff was happening. All I remember was that the princess was actually the dragon. And the dude had to put his penis into the dragon to turn her into a girl. So pretty much he raped her. Because the dragon was sleeping. Like, he didn't even slay the dragon. He put this penis, I don't even know if, like, all I remember, like, this hole in a wing. I don't know. He put it in this random hole in this dragon, and then it was turned into the girl. Like, what the fuck? And I'm just, it's not it. Like, if you want to read a, like, feminist reimagining Sleeping Beauty, don't read this. I'll try and find something else, but just don't read this, please.
I'm begging you.
Then we have Marked by PC and Kristen Cast. I tried rereading this a couple of years ago and I hated it. There were so many slurs and it just didn't grow with the times. It was... And it was like homophobic, and it was just, I just don't like it. People reading it in this days and age, if they still say it's a favorite series, I don't think that's the kind of people I want to hang around. I'm sorry. And then we have Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell. Reading this, like, I read it because it was like a booktube hyped book. And everyone loved Rainbow Rowell because of, is it Carry On? And then Fangirl. I didn't like Fangirl either, but Eleanor and Park is the one I really didn't like. Just something about this book, it just gave off weird, not like other girl vibes, but also like she was always picking on him, and there was some racist comments and some fatphobic comments, and it wasn't it. And I just, when people like recommend Eleanor and Park, I'm like, ew, stop it, please.
Stop it!
History Is All You Left Me by Adam Silvera. This book, maybe I didn't get it because I'm dumb, but this dude, his ex-boyfriend died, and so he's grieving, which is okay, you're allowed to grieve. But to hate fuck the current boyfriend? Is that what happened? Is that what happened? Remind me, because that's how I remember it. And I don't know, the whole book, I was like, I don't like it. And then I tried reading one of his other books, They Both Die at the End, and I DNF'd it. I just don't think Adam Silvera is the author for me, which is totally okay. I just couldn't, that's all I remember of the book, and I just don't like it. Long Shot by Kennedy Ryan. This book, this whole time, this dude was just whinging because the love of his life was taken by his biggest rival in the basketball scene. They had one encounter and she was already with this other dude. And I don't know. And then, like, he was just all like, oh, obviously, like, she wants to be with him because she's not leaving him to be with me, when she's literally not trying to die because she's in an abusive relationship. And if the main character just got his head out of his ass, he would have realized something was going on. But even, like, the female main character, some of the stuff she did, I'm like, honey, I know you're, like, trying to save you and your daughter's life, but girl, could have done this very differently. You didn't have to go and fuck the other dude in a closet when you know you're being watched. Now, talking about long shot, there's that Colleen Hoover book that I kept getting vibes from. It Ends With Us. That's another book I want to burn. Now, I just don't get the Colleen Hoover girlies. I don't get it. I'm kind of happy that the movie has stopped production. Hopefully it will stay being stopped. I just don't get it. I don't. And I will never be reading It Starts With Us. I will never be reading another Colleen Hoover book again, because Without Merit should be on this list too. Without Merit? What the fuck? What the fuck is that? This book, first of all, it should not have won Romance of the Year, Goodreads Choice Awards of the year, because it is not a romance. She's an uncle fucker. I don't get it. I don't. Anyway, let's go on to the next book I would want to burn. From Brother Nash by Jennifer L. Montrout. This book, it's another book I don't get. It should be something that I love, but I don't get it. Puppy was so immature. In my head, I thought she was 14 and she was going into all these, like, sexual situations with that vampire dude. And then, like, she stabbed him and then she was trying to run away and he just, like, wrestled her to the ground and then fucked her in the snow. I don't get it. Woman Eating by, is it Claire Kahn? Anyway, I'll put the picture here, obviously. What a dumb, stupid vampire. This is the worst vampire in the fucking world. No, she grew up with an abusive mother, and so when her mum died, she didn't know what to do. But seriously, you're a vampire. You should have, like, these instincts. Not go find a dead goose in the middle of the river. That's all I remember. Anyway, Wicked Fate. This was marketed as reverse harem, but it was just this chick cheating on all these guys, and it's very badly written, and I understand it's an indie and it's self-published, but no. I'm sorry. Don't market it as reverse harem when she's just cheating on everyone. Little Deaths by, is it Emma Flynn? I found this book at one of the secondhand bookshops on my honeymoon when I went to Sydney. I don't know why I picked it up, but the whole story is about, it's like a mum whose children have died and everyone's blaming her, and she's an unreliable narrator, and I don't know. I think maybe because I have children and I don't want to read about children dying. I don't know. Last but not least, The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren. This is stupid. I don't even know what to say about this one, so I'm just going to leave it at that. Thanks for watching. Let me know, are there any books out there that you would burn? Please comment down below. I would love to hear your thoughts. I'm thinking about doing a video, because I hate myself, reading books that other people hate. So please, please, please put the books that you hate down in the comments below, because if you want to see a video of me doing that. Don't forget to subscribe to Because We Can Readathon. They do, I think it's like 2 or 3 times a year they do this readathon, and there's also creative challenges and all of that jazz. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you next time. Bye.